Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Shh. It's delightful to have Baruch joining us. Baruch, it's good to have you here. Baruch has been working diligently on the tables in order to create something from nothing. So thank you, Baruch. Also, I want to report to you that Rabbi Katz from Bnei Olam called me up to thank us for the money we sent to Bnei Olam, and I'm delighted to tell you that with today, we've already gone over $2,000. So Baruch Hashem, this was with a fledgling Olam, of our Olam at least, on Pesach, we were able to give that kind of support. We should all have simchas together. I didn't get a chance to wish Saba a Mazel Tov on his grandson becoming Bar Mitzvah in Eretz Yisrael this Shabbos. Mazel Tov, and Yirtzeh Hashem, you should be able to go to many simchas. Yirtzeh Hashem. Okay, we are holding. I'm recording now because we have the Chumash here tonight, probably starting around 9:30. Everybody's invited, whether to join down here or to come on Zoom, zoomdaf.com. We are sponsored by the Fisher family, Lila Nishmas Basi Bas Robert, Shlomo ben Avram Alevi, Perel Bas Ruvain, Lila Nishmas Avram Yeshaya ben Shmayo Yosef, Lefu Shalema for Eliyom Moshe Mechai Yisrael, Schus of Avram Yom Benish ben Malki Yudis and family, by Yol Klugman and family, and Lefu Shalema for Meir ben Chai Yisrael. So, Rabbi Shimon vehemently argues. He says if a woman is guilty, she's going to die right away. The waters are going to test her right away, and a schus of Torah is not going to delay it. Reb Shimon Omer, ein schus Torah b'mayim hamorim, merit does not delay the death of the bitter waters, because if you say that any type of merit will delay it, you're going to weaken the deterrent of the water before women that drink, and they'll say, I don't have to be so scared, I have a lot of zechusim. And then when a woman goes away innocent, goes away without something happen, people will say, who knows if she's innocent? She has some schusim. It gives a bad name to those that were really innocent that drank. People will say, she's probably a prutza. Tameya is saying, she's probably tamei. There was a merit for them. Rebbe says, you know what? You can have both. If a woman has a schus of Torah, her children learning Torah, her husband, it will delay her death, but she will start to waste away, and she will not give birth, and eventually she'll die from the same horrible death. And therefore, nobody will say that she's innocent because they see that she's starting to waste away, and it's not going to take away the potency of scaring other women. Rebbe Aimer has schus Torah b'mayim hamarim. The waters can protect. However, ve'eni yaledes, she won't get the bracha of v'niksa v'nizra zara. She won't have children. Ve'ena mashbachas, and she won't improve. Rather, elamisnavna v'hileches, she will start wasting away, and l'seifi mesa v'isa misa, and eventually she'll die with her face turning green, yellow, and her eyes bulging, and the veins protruding, and she will explode. Nidmeis minchasa. Now here's an interesting thing. Remember we said that she brings her mincha in a wicker basket. At the time when she brings her mincha, since it wasn't put yet in a clay shares, in a ministering vessel, it only has a kedushas damim. A kedushas damim you could redeem. Once it's put into a clay shares, however, then it has a kedushas haguf, and then you can't redeem it. So therefore, says the Mishnah Vav, nitmeis minchasa, if our mincha becomes tamei ad sheloi kacha bekeli, before it was sanctified in the clay shares, hariki kikala menachas, it's like any other meal offering, before it gets a kedushas haguf, v'tiba pada, you could redeem it. The imish kacha bekeli, but once it was sanctified in the clay shares, then it has a kedushas haguf. A kedushas haguf you cannot redeem. Then hariyik kikol menachas, it's like any other mincha that was disqualified after it gets a kedushas haguf. V'sisaref, it has to be put in the makam hadeshen, the place of ash in the azara, and burnt. The elu shemin chayseyem nisrafais. The following, the meal offerings have to be burnt rather than offered up on the mizbeach. If she confesses that she was guilty, she breaks down and she says, yes, I had an affair with the man in room 208 or wherever. So then we said that even if we erased the Hashem's name, we spill it out, we hide the Megillah, and the mincha gets burnt. Or vishabola edim shitameya, or if witnesses come and say that she had an affair, or v'haimeris eini shaisa, or if she says I'm out of here. She doesn't admit, but she says I'm out of here. Now remember, she could only say I'm out of here until they erased Hashem's name. Once they erased Hashem's name, then they take tongs and they force open her mouth and they give it to drink. If she says Tameya, then they don't force her. But if she just says, I'm not drinking, so we're afraid she's just panicking, and since we erased Hashem's name, we force her to drink. But if she says, I'm not drinking before they erased Hashem's name, so then the mincha is burnt. Or if the husband says he doesn't want her to die, and he decides he doesn't want to give it to drink, or if the husband had relations with her, it's not allowed. Once he has, the pasuk says, "V'nika ha'ish me'avayin," only if he's clean from sin. But if the husband is not clean from sin, the waters won't test her. So if we find out that the husband slept with her on the derech, the mincha is not brought, but rather it's burnt. Now, here's an interesting case. What about in the event that the husband was a kohen? Now there's a unique halacha about a mincha, that there's no kemitza of a mincha of a kohen. The mincha of a kohen, the meal offering of a kohen, is kula nisrefes. That means if a kohen says, I'm going to bring hariyalai mincha soilus. So unlike a Yisrael, where we take off a kemitza, by a kohen, his entire mincha is burnt on the altar. None of it is eaten. That's a special halacha of a minchas kohen. And the minchas chavitin of the kohen gadol every day is the same way. Here we have an interesting situation. The woman brings a carbon sotah, and the husband pays for it. So, on the one hand, since it's the husband pays for it, it has to be completely nisrefes. On the other hand, since it's her carbon, you have to take a kemitza. So the halacha is we take a kemitza, because it's her carbon and she's not a kohen, we burn it on the mizbeach, but since it's also his, because he paid for it, it has to be completely burnt. But we can't put the rest on the mizbeach, because we have a special halacha, kol shemimenu leishim, where we already offered part on the mizbeach. The rest is harihu b'bal taktiru. The rest can't be offered up on the mizbeach. So there is machlokes in the Gemara. One opinion holds that we could offer the rest on the mizbeach as fuel, and not as a carbon. But the shita in our Mishnah is that we offer the kmitza on the mizbeach, and the shirayim, the rest, we burn b'makam hadeshen. So therefore, this is another example of a mincha that's kula nisrefes. V'chala nesuas l'kahanim, if she's married to a kayin, mincha yisei nisrefes, even though she's going through it, the procedure, but the kmitza is often on the mizbeach, then the shirayim can't be eaten because he's a kayin and he paid for the carbon. So then the shirayim, the rest of it is nisrefes b'makam hadeshen. Again, everybody is invited to join us at 9:30 for the Chumash year on Parshas Emor, and you could come to zoomdaf.com and enjoy it. Rav Chananya ben Akash Amaratza